Probably one of the biggest things we struggle with as human beings is communication. So in this video, I'm sharing everything you need to know about having your Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius, because Mercury is the planet of communication. And by understanding the sign that your Mercury is in and what that means, you can understand how you think and how you learn. So in this video, covering Mercury in Sagittarius, I'm going to share what your biggest communication struggle is going to be and what your biggest strength is going to be, because every Mercury sign has a pro and a con. So let's dive into what it means to have your Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Before I dive into this video on what it means to have Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius, grab the free birth chart workbook in the link in the description below, where I help you understand the basics of your chart using journal prompts. I've personally used these journal prompts, so I'm sharing the ones that I've used to actually understand my birth chart better, because I was the kind of person who did not understand their chart and just kept taking in all this dumb information about every small asteroid and planet and never actually applied the information, and I never actually understood how astrology could benefit me. So the birth chart workbook helps you understand just the basic aspects of your chart so that you can actually apply them and use them to live your most fulfilling life. And it'll make a massive difference. It only takes 10 minutes to do, so grab that workbook now. My name is Isabelle, and I help you understand who you are using personality typing systems, because I was the kind of person who did not understand themselves for way too long. And then I discovered all these personality typing systems like astrology, Enneagram, and Myers-Briggs, and my life changed forever. And I finally understood who I was and what I wanted. So I'm here to teach you about astrology today so that you can understand yourself better and live in alignment with your soul's unique energetic imprint and fulfill your desires. So today I'm talking about what it means to have Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. Before I dive into what it means to have Mercury specifically in Sagittarius, what is Mercury in the first place? Mercury is a word that gets thrown around a lot in the astrology community because it's usually followed by the word retrograde. And everyone is always panicking over Mercury retrograde when it comes up, when really, in reality, Mercury retrograde is just a time for self-reflection. It is about mindfulness in its essence, because Mercury is the planet of communication and learning. The sign that Mercury is in tells us how we think, how we perceive reality, how we learn best, and how we express that information back out to the world, and how we express ourselves back out to the world. So the sign that your Mercury is in will tell you how your brain works, how your brain tends to act, and what your brain tends to do and what it seeks. So in this video, talking about Mercury in Sagittarius, you're going to have different tendencies in your communication and with your own thought process with yourself based off of this placement than other people may have. Because not only should you understand your own Mercury, but understanding someone else's Mercury will help you avoid communication struggles, because then you understand where they're coming from. How many times has it happened where you've been in an argument, maybe with a spouse or a partner or a family member, and all of a sudden you guys get to a calm state where you can talk about it and you realize, oh, I completely misunderstood what you were feeling or what this situation was, and I just got immediately offended, and it turns out that's not what was happening at all. We could have avoided this whole hassle if we had just talked a little better. That can be avoided by knowing Mercury signs. Knowing the sign your Mercury is in will tell you how you communicate, and that'll in turn make it so that we can practice compassion and understand people's speech style with more ease. Because chances are, most of the time, we're not trying to be argumentative, we're not trying to cause problems, but we just are coming from a place of hurt or from miscommunication, and we need to understand how we speak better. So let's dive into what it means to have Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the visionary archetype. It is the archer, the centaur. They're known for paving the way forward and seeing possibilities that no one has ever seen before and going further than everyone else. It is opposite of the zodiac sign of Gemini. And Gemini is about the ground right beneath our feet, and Sagittarius is the opposite. They're about the horizon. They're always seeing what's on the horizon, seeing so far into the future, seeing possibilities that they might not even be grounded in reality. They're optimistic, enthusiastic, and adventurers. They love an adrenaline rush most of the time. Depending on where your Sagittarius is placed will change how much of an adrenaline junkie you are. But in general, Sagittarius wants to experience newness because they're always looking for the next new thing and they're always looking to the horizon. So what does it mean to have Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius? People with a Mercury in Sagittarius are big visionary thinkers. They want to see all the possibilities in the world, talk about every theory, and be maybe even devil's advocate on whether that is true or not. They want to see all the ideas and all the possibilities, and to some degree, this makes them have some holes in their theory. Because Sagittarius is always looking to the horizon, they might miss the ground right beneath their feet and stumble and trip on a rock along the way. So people with a Mercury in Sagittarius, while they are big thinkers and have questioned ideas that no one else has questioned and love to connect dots that no one else has connected, they might also struggle with having some holes in those theories. So people with a Mercury in Sagittarius can be very argumentative, very debative, and always wanting to question things, but they also might not have very much a clear fact to back them in that argument. And this might seem like a bad thing, but in the end, everything is a strength and weakness. So Mercury in Sagittarius has a gift for seeing big ideas that no one else can, or hypothesizing theories that no one else can. You're always going to be looking to the next possibility, but in your weakness, you might have some stumbling along the way because you might miss a few of the details. And this can play out in many different realms. It can play out in a debate with a friend, or it could be simply in the sense that maybe you are thinking about a business pursuit, or maybe you're thinking about a possibility for a travel plan, and you might miss some details along the way, and this can lead to conflict. The biggest priority for the Sagittarius archetype in general is freedom. So when played out in a Mercury in Sagittarius, these people want freedom of thought. And this can make them seem a little bit justice-oriented sometimes, hence their argumentative nature. Mercury in Sagittarius wants to feel free and expansive at all costs. They want to expand their horizons both literally and metaphorically and energetically. So people with a Mercury in Sagittarius are the type to question beliefs because they want to be able to be free in their thought. They might so much even have strong opinions or they might be very strong in their beliefs because they think that allows them to have freedom of thought. It asserts their freedom. And they can in turn do this to other people. They want to make sure other people have freedom in thought. So they will question your ways, seem argumentative, seem debative, and question why you believe the things you believe, just because they're trying to help. They want to make sure that you are free in your thought, that you are free in what you do. In a sense, Mercury in Sagittarius is very idealistic because they want to be free at all costs and they see so many possibilities. They're naturally optimistic as well. They see why can't things be perfect in a sense. And so they can somewhat be closed-minded to the harsh reality. So these people can have a very optimistic and enthusiastic attitude when you're talking to them. You might even feel invigorated and positive all the time when you talk to them. But on the other hand, they might lack a realm of realism that leaves people thinking that's not how the world works. So Sagittarius, your gift is so much that you expand people's mental horizons like never before. You help people think differently. You think differently. You can see all the possibilities, and this can make you a great, not necessarily strategist, but creative visionary. But the downside is with this strength is that you might lack a realism that most people operate on. You might lack theory, facts behind your arguments that can lead people to feeling like that you just talk a big talk but don't walk the walk. Mercury in Sagittarius does well moving from project to project and never being too tied to one thing. Because they are the Sagittarius archetype that is all about the future, they can be somewhat restless. And so these people have a lot of energy that they need to channel. If they don't channel it, they can end up with a lot of anxiety. And this can be where their debative or argumentative nature can become aggressive because they have nowhere else to channel this restless visionary nature that they can't help but just argue because it's the only way that they get to feel a sense of mental freedom. So people with a Mercury in Sagittarius need to channel this restlessness. They can do so well as long as they have a lot of projects that they're working on. They want to bounce, they want to be free. And this can also manifest in the physical. Maybe you need to literally move around a lot, whether that's physical exercise or traveling from place to place, in order to feel a mental clarity. So notice that nature and notice what makes you feel the most free. This is what the energy that you're here to work with, because when you allow yourself to feel mentally free and when you find a place for you to channel this restlessness, visionary nature, you heighten your creative energy and you feel energetically fulfilled. On the other hand, your biggest communication struggle, because if you don't, with this placement, your biggest communication struggle might end up being that you end up being very argumentative. You don't see other people's side of the situation because Mercury in Sagittarius is very strong in their beliefs. They really identify with their personal philosophies that they might not be the best at hearing other people. So in communication with a friend, a partner, a family member, ask yourself, how can I make this person feel more heard while still standing with my beliefs? You might need to take a step back and listen first and affirm their beliefs, because maybe not everyone wants their beliefs challenged. And then on the other hand, for your own health, find people who allow you to debate, who allow you to question them, who allow you to be questioned. This street goes both ways. Mercury in Sagittarius might want to be the one who does all the opening of the mind, but you might need to allow other people to argue with you too, because you have some holes in your theory, likely as a Mercury in Sagittarius. Sagittarius sees such a big picture that they miss some details along the way. So allow yourself to be challenged and allow your beliefs to be changed. If this video helped you understand what it means to have your Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius, please leave a comment below and let me know, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on astrology, Enneagram, and more. While you're down there leaving that comment, be sure to grab the free birth chart workbook where I help you understand the basics of your chart using journal prompts. These are journal prompts that I've used that have helped me understand and actually use the information of my chart so that I can live a fulfilling life. While you're down there, if you like workbooks and courses, you might want to grab the Making Mindfulness Fun Bundle, where we're offering all of our products, which is 30 plus workbooks and courses, for only $30. It's an insane deal, I know. We have workbooks for basically everyone. We have kids mindfulness workbooks, teens mindfulness workbooks, mindfulness for adults, self-care. We have goal setting. We have astrology and Enneagram and more. So grab the Making Mindfulness Fun Bundle now while we are still offering it. Check out Be The Hero Academy if you're someone who wants more support on your journey towards higher health or finding any form of fulfillment or manifesting your desires. In Be The Hero Academy, we are here to support you. Gabby, Robin, and I give you scripting prompts almost every day. We teach you a little bit about astrology, and we help you overcome your childhood programming and trauma so that you can manifest what you want with ease and so that you can attain your desires in physical action. So join Be The Hero Academy in the link in the description below for 1 week for free if that sounds like something you want to do. I'd love to see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And one last thing before you go is, if you enjoy my little hoodie here, my horoscope made me do it, I do offer this on my website right now for a limited time, and you can get your own My Horoscope Made Me Do It hoodie now. If you're the kind of person who loves astrology, you need this hoodie, and so then we can be matching. So cute. So hit that link in the description below to get the My Horoscope Made Me Do It hoodie now. Thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos on Mercury through the signs. My name is Isabelle, and from my heart to yours, namaste.